Good evening, all you long distance motorcycle riders and moto campers, and maybe Roadside America because I got a few of those in. Roadhogger here. This is October 5th. It's like day 20 of my 50th high school reunion and remembrance ride. And I'm sort of like trying to circle back and head down south. Uh, Once again, I'm not camping, but you know what? I set up my bivy tent and my camp chair here in the hotel room, and I don't know, is it glamping? It's not camping. It's sort of like camping. I got my gear out, but anyway, I was going to meander around up here for a little bit more of a time. I was wanting to go to maybe Asheville or Charlotte, and one of the things I wanted to go back to was the Ramada in Statesville, which is like just a couple of hundred miles from here. I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee tonight, and I want to go to Statesville because when I was took that corporate transfer and I was working at the home office in New Jersey, I used to ride my 2005 Glide Standard, which didn't have a trunk or a radio or a GPS or any of the fancy stuff that my new bike has. And I used to ride it from Jersey down to Florida for my granddaughter's birthday on July 4th, and that was a pretty warm time of the year to be riding, but I was like 50s in my 50s, and it was actually a pretty good ride. I could get it done in like a day and a half, like from Jersey where I was to Statesville was like 700 miles, and then it was another 400 or so from Statesville to where was it? Palm Coast, St. Augustine. So I get there like in mid-afternoon. It was pretty good. I mean, I was younger then, so it wasn't so bad. But yeah, I've been kind of like disappointed in myself that I haven't made more of an effort to try to do the stealth camping thing like the motorcycle vagabonds do on YouTube and all. And I actually watched another video here not too long ago from Dirty Vagabond guy or something. It's like how to pick a stealth camp and stuff. And the thing is, it's like he looks for a wooded area and he looks for trails that goes into the wooded area, and he rides like an ADV bike, and it's like, you know, I would prefer to have something like Scooter Transcotti has, where he shows you like you're riding down the road and all of a sudden it looks like a driveway. So he parks by the side of the road and he goes down there, and by golly, underneath the leaves, debris, or some grass there's a paved driveway that goes back into the woods a short bit, and then there's this abandoned home that's been in there. The roof's half fallen in, and maybe the garage is open. He'll park his bike inside the garage, set up his tent, and he's there for the night. I've seen a few of those kind of things, but it hasn't been the opportunity, because like I'm like early in my ride. I'm not late in my ride. It's not like I could just stop and explore that, or maybe I should have, but I don't know. I've seen quite a few of them. I haven't seen any abandoned like company factories, plants, or anything like that. That would be kind of interesting also. It may be something that I would like to explore while I can, but all those all those years of doing engineering work, I've got this like churning analytical mind going, where running those like what if scenarios, and it's been strictly like bunker biker, great host, those bunker biker folk, and my sister up in Michigan, and then these hotels. And like I said, I was hoping to meander around up here a little bit more, but evidently there's some sort of polar bubble coming down from Canada, and it's going all the way down to Atlanta, where the temperatures are supposed to be like in the low 40s. And so, like Statesville, Charlotte, Asheville, all that, those people are going to be like just a little bit above freezing over this weekend. So I'm looking for a route to beat feet further down. I mean, I've got a sweatshirt. I actually brought some like level 1 thermal underwear. It's the thin stuff, So I don't know. It's like I'm not going to be doing much miles if I have to wait until like about 10 when it warms up to like 60 or something like that, so I can get back on the road again. We'll be churning up some miles, but I don't know. Haven't really quite decided. Statesville is only like a couple of 100 miles away, and then from Statesville again to St. Augustine is like 400 some odd miles. It's not something I like to do in a day nowadays. I could split it up into two, but the thing is like it's going to be for a Florida boy in the 40s. It's going to be pretty. It's going to be pretty chilly at night. So I haven't really decided what I'm going to do. I'm pushing for skeetering sideways over there to Statesville. So we'll see what happens in the morning. Because the other thing is like there's a pretty good storm system that's coming across right now. It stretches from Canada all the way down to the Gulf practically. It's starting to break up a little bit, like right into this area, but you can't get two weathermen to agree on what percentage of rain it's going to be. And the way it's going with the roadside attractions that I've been trying to visit being closed, I figure my percentile on guessing which way the rain's going to be is going to be kind of low also. But the ride today was pretty good. I came from Newport, Kentucky, where I had a bunch of biker hosting. We went out for I got there early enough in the afternoon, around 3:30 or so, that we went out for a ride around the Newport Covington area, which is south of Cincinnati, just on the other side of the what is that? The Ohio River, because evidently he said there was already a Kentucky River. So he showed me a bunch of interesting stuff that it actually is not on Roadside America. Maybe it should, maybe not. I don't know how you like submit for that stuff to see if they decide they want to add it or not. But it was interesting, and I took some pictures. I Instagrammed them. It bled over onto my Facebook page. It's over there also. So anyway, I really don't have a whole lot more to report today, other than camping out in the hotel room tonight. And tomorrow I'm taking off, and I'm really leaning towards Statesville, but I don't know if I can stay ahead of the storm front. And the temperature thing is like unbelievable, because there were some places I wanted to go in Tennessee, but man, it's going to be cold. It's going to be that way all the way until Monday. The whole weekend's going to be like freezing up here, and so I don't know what I'm going to do. But you know what? I'll do another blog. I'll put it on there for that. So on that note, this is Roadhogger saying good night and God bless.